Hello everyone, it's a fair programming error that just refused to be fixed. Code here, and welcome to a reaction that might be considered a little bit overdue. Because this has been out for a long time and I wanted to react to it a long time ago, but then I never did. This is the Indie Cross Animated Series Episode 1. Now, I don't know if/when an Episode 2 is happening. Especially since, Moro doesn't work on the actual Indie Cross FNF mod anymore. But I assume the series is still gonna continue despite that. But there hasn't really been anything that I heard about it. In any event, this is obviously, big old indie franchises. If you know I'm in the Friday Night Funkin community. I've been in there for a while now. And Indie Cross is one of the big mods of that community. Currently featuring Undertale, Cuphead, and Bendy and the Ink Machine as the three big franchises in it. And, technically also Untitled Goose Game has a little secret song. There is going to be more added to it, and I'm curious if this animated series will focus on the three big contenders for now that are currently in Indie Cross, or if there'll already be, more representation in this than there is in the mod. In any event, I have no idea what to expect from this series other than seeing a bunch of indie franchises, well animated, probably. And yeah, without further ado, let's just find out what we're gonna see here in 3, 2, 1. Obviously, by the way, check out the original first before watching a reaction video, but this has been out for so long, I can assume everyone has watched the original by now. Well, immediately pausing that so I can read. The characters depicted in this animation are the property of their respective owners. This is a fan project as I have no affiliation with these indie game developers. Okay, we already got Shovel Knight in there as well. Yeah, like Games, Cuphead, Celeste, Hollow Knight, Undertale. No Bendy and the Ink Machine in this. Interesting. So we are getting different franchises as well. Different from what we know from the Indie Cross mod. Also not including everything that was in Indie Cross mod. Okay. Video re-upload condition, reaction videos. Must contain a real person/voice. I am a real person/voice. Any review analysis theory are allowed as long as credit is provided. Credit is provided, I have said before, that you should have watched the original, but links are in the description, obviously. Soundtracks are not allowed to be re-uploaded, however, remixes are fine, that is fair. Be aware that this animation has some depictions of animated blood that may not be suitable for all audiences. Well, you have been warned. Alright. It is good to know that reaction videos are valid. I would assume I count as a real person, but it says real person or voice, so in that regard, I'm definitely there. I assume this is mainly for those gacha live reactions that exist out there on YouTube that can hardly be considered reactions because it's just like, here are these little characters and here are some text boxes as what I think their reactions would be. I think that's basically saying, hey, don't do that. Alright. Your concerns have been accepted. I accepted these conditions and I'm ready to watch the entire thing. Let's see what we got. Starting with Shovel Knight. Are we gonna have the different styles from the... Oh, yep, that's the portal. Hang on. That is, I'm gonna have to pause in the text apparently because that advances relatively quickly. That is the little interdimensional rift thing that Indie Cross does. So this is what thou were talking about in that message Alchus sent me. Alright, Shield Knight here too. Again, I am very curious as to what this series could even be about. Like, is this gonna be battle animations or is it gonna be some kind of big, some big looming threat. Like, something must, like, I don't know. It might just be battle animations for all I know. Certainly, stay vigilant, as I have a bad feeling about this. Oh boy. Or maybe whatever is... I was gonna say, whatever is causing these rifts must be the big overhanging thing. Okay, now there's tons of rifts in the sky. Or is that still just particles from the rift exploding? I'm gonna see as I progress. Now, the thing is, there's one more thing, by the way, about Indie Cross, that you should know if you aren't aware. There are certain things... I've seen that before because Moro has done animations before. Battle animations purely about the Indie Cross mod. And there are these little entities, these little machine-like entities that are apparently causing these rifts and are causing one other thing. Nightmare versions. Basically, I might as well say this for anyone who hasn't played the mod. The characters can go into some kind of nightmare form, and from the battle animations that Moro has uploaded so far, it is clear that these nightmare forms happen because of whatever is also causing the rifts. And usually, like, it seems like these nightmare forms get triggered whenever a character is kind of at their lowest. By the way, spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't played the Indie Cross mod. Or seen the battle animations. In the Indie Cross mod, by the way, you don't really see what leads to the nightmare forms, but you do get one battle against each of the 3 main characters in their nightmare forms. Anyway, from the animations, we learned that for Cuphead, after he accidentally killed Mugman, he kind of went nuts, and then this thingy showed up and gave him the nightmare form. With Sans, it was kind of a little bit of a crossover fight with Bendy, where he was on the verge of losing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's the nightmare powers. But Sans was able to control those nightmare powers pretty well, without, losing himself. And for Bendy, I don't even remember how Bendy got the nightmare powers. But it's not like Bendy would ever lose control, because he's just a beast anyway. In any event, let's see what other kinds of beings, machines, magical life forms, whatever they are, exist. This definitely looks more threatening than those little tiny crab-like, bug-like thingies that we've seen in the battle animation so far. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Everything's falling apart. Okay, yeah, they are threatening then. And Shovel Knight gets yeeted into a rift and saved. Alright, so it's gonna be a team up, I assume then. Team up to face these, whatever they are, thingies. And from the game art style, also that sounds like voice acting. Okay, so from the game art style with text boxes to like the proper high quality animation style. Not saying that, pixel animation isn't high quality, but from the game art style to what I assume is the art style that's going to be continuous throughout the series, unless they enter some kind of other game world. I assume this is like the art style that everything will have, because that looks very similar to what I'm used to at this point. Alright. Shovel Knight. That him. Yep, those are the thingies that I was talking about. The tiny ones. The crab-like, bug-like thingies. Apparently not as tiny as I thought they were. And for how basic they look, they can apparently still put up a fight, huh? Oh, never mind, they can also transform. They can also transform, okay. Now that makes me think, these creatures, whatever they are, do they have like a few forms they can alternate between? Or are they like, is each one of these entities capable of transforming into any kind of form they wish? Like, if we see different versions of enemies, can each one of them turn into each of the other types? Or is there just like enemies that have like 2 or 3 different forms and some that don't have alternate forms? I just throwing stuff out there. I'm sure that stuff is maybe either not going to be relevant or we'll find out. Anyway, let's see if this is going to be a victorious fight. I assume in order for this to properly kick off, this is where we meet one of the other characters. Shovel Knight is going to be on the verge of losing, perhaps, and then going to get saved by someone else from another franchise. Or he's going to run and encounter someone. We'll see. Big weapons. Where's the save? Nope, no save. We're digging. Run away. Run away. That thing is strong if it can just cut the mountains up like that. Alright then. Also the music remix too. Okay, what is... Okay, that seems a bit broken, but okay then. As I was saying, doesn't look like that's gonna be a win right now, unless, you know, he might be able to break free. In which case, hooray if he can. But I don't think so. I don't think... Like, if this is gonna be like its proper thing where it's like focusing on the crossover and everything, it's gonna be like one of those stories where the main characters will never be able to take on their opponents individually and can only do it as a team. Which means that Shovel Knight will probably not win by himself here. But what do I know? Maybe he is just that strong. And they'll only struggle once there's multiple opponents. And true, he has some other abilities as well. Can't forget about that. Okay, maybe he wins after all. 1.4 million. Is that like a power level or something? Also, hey, you can't really see it all that well because I'm partially covering it, but on the top left, there's the UI, which you've, from Shovel Knight. And the life bar and everything, which you've probably seen already because you should have seen the original before watching the reaction, but I'm just pointing it out so you remember what's up there. Also, I wonder, this text over here. I wonder if that's... Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just a little bit difficult to read the font, but it's perfectly possible. Simulating next attack, energy low. Alright. Well then. But he's also low on health, so, as we saw. Yep, there's the crossover.
I'm surprised it doesn't.
There's Cuphead, okay. With the... Not quite safe? Didn't Shovel Knight get captured by this thing? Also, what is it that these things even want? Do they just want to capture powerful game characters and use them for something? Do they just want to take over and thus have to annihilate powerful opponents? What is their goal? That is what... Are they just like some kind of wild beast? Which, I don't think that is quite it. Oh, and he's out. That thing was low on energy anyway, so there's the finishing blow. Okay, now we're gonna get the first character interactions, right? Oh, about to double tap, but I guess we're getting distracted by something else. And I was hoping we would get to see them interact already, but nope, apparently the fight must continue now. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. Now is the time where they run, right? Now would be a good time to run. Or die. Or whatever. Oh? Alright, over to Hollow Knight, I guess? No, Undertale! Frisk! But with an... Is that... So it's Frisk on a genocide run, I assume, then. Well, that's... Actually, it is... It is probably still Hollow Knight, but Frisk like in that world.
Forces grow in volume. We're simply no match.
I like the voice.
Clearly you've never rodeo with a Cupmeister. I only just got here. Ditching this joint's not a question on my mind.
Retreat. A perfect suggestion.
Yep. Gotta get out of here. Also, of course, Shovel Knight. Bringing the old-timey vocabulary.
Elegant talking flask.
Get off! I can take them with my eyes closed.
Now there's
Nope.
no time for big talk, magic flask.
Cup, flask, what's the difference, honestly? If we're I mean, they're both meant to store beverages and consume said beverages from, so in the end, what does it matter? Just go with it, Cuphead, just go with it. I'm really curious to see where this goes. Again, it's nice that we're already getting some character interactions here. This is kind of what you're always hoping for with a crossover. Yeah, cool battle animations are definitely also a big plus. Definitely, I like the big battle animations. But when you do a crossover, character interactions are the kind of thing that you can really explore with that. So I'm curious to see what else they're gonna be doing.
You don't get around much, do you?
Oh! Well, guess we're jumping down.
Return to position. Focus on fighting the rogues. We don't have much time.
Not the voice I was expecting, but very interesting. So where did we jump? Ooh. Yep, there we go. When's Frisk gonna come in here and disturb this fight? Yep. Yep, that sure is genocide run, Frisk. Not good. Wow, and just killed the main character. Frisk? Knight. Huh. Or not.
I could have blown their heinies to Kingdom Come if you hadn't dragged
Nah,
me.
there were too many.
Just to fight them. They outsize us. Plenty against a couple. What logic is going against simple math?
Well, let me think. Two bozos against a bad guy equals fat chance of a loss.
You
Yeah. Honestly, I'm curious how this team is gonna grow. Also, they need Frisk on their side. Frisk, as we just saw, from, you know, Frisk. Genocide run Frisk. Incredibly powerful. Now, was it post-Sans or pre-Sans? So is it level 20 or level 19 Frisk? That's the question. Either way, very, very strong. Capable of one-shotting most opponents, even boss opponents. If they can somehow get Frisk on their side, like out of that genocidal mindset of I'm just gonna kill these people, then they definitely have a good chance against this army. But right now it's a question of how does one approach Frisk without dying in the process.
disgrace the almighty math in vain?
Yeah, well, your almighty could shove it. I'm taking on bigger and badder than this.
That's so easy to say.
I mean, he has
Until you
taken
know
on
what
the
foes
devil.
you're up against. Something you clearly don't know yet.
Well, hold on. How do I know you're not just some phony baloney, huh?
I just saved you.
Yeah.
To have the fun in killing me all to yourself.
You think of me so lowly.
Oh my
I
god.
understand. This army does not signify vain nor malice.
Will they have a little sparring session? I mean, again, battle animations are definitely something I can expect from this, I think.
It's a sworn oath to combat the greater evil ahead. If I had thought you evil, I would have slain you right where you stand.
Oh, so you think you have the higher ground?
Yeah.
You can just slay me right here.
Whimsical flask.
Stop!
Fred, I don't...
Again, he's trying. But Cuphead is an idiot. Which is no surprise. We knew that. We all knew that. Well, let's hope this works out. If we can't even get these two to team up, how do we expect to get anyone else in this group together?
need to alarm you, but you don't have any valor.
Oh, you don't just get to call me a friend and put up a fight like that.
It's a fight you're wanting with me.
It's a fight you're gonna get if you don't quit flapping your lips.
See through me all you must. But it is you who I saved. It is you who needs saving. It is
Yeah.
I that will do my bidding.
Stand down.
I'm afraid you'll have to remove my legs if you expect me to kneel, stranger.
The name's Cuphead.
And there's the
crossing
fight,
the line.
right?
Cross it, foe!
All right, you ding-dong.
Absent-minded buffoon!
Goofball.
Magic flash!
I'm a cop.
Well, there's the guns. He was low on health, though. Is he gonna survive? He was very low on health. Madeline, and there's the Celeste reference.
I have so many questions. Oh, hello!
You're gonna die! Run!
You startled me a bit there.
Run.
Do you happen to know a way out of here by any chance?
Run.
Whoa, easy now! Please put that knife away! I don't know who you are. or
Again,
what you are,
that is the
but
genocide
can you
mindset.
just lower the knife so we can talk this out?
Yeah, I would jump.
You know what? Screw you.
Again, they really need to somehow get through to Frisk. If they can somehow get through to
Busy
Frisk,
doing
that would...
today.
Oh! Well, they ain't getting through now, though. Oh, they even have the other weaponry. Ballet shoes incoming? Maybe tough glove? What are we gonna get? Oh. You missed. Oh. Alright, now this is the part where I have to point out that I'm not too familiar with Celeste. I've only seen a little bit of Celeste gameplay. But I do know it's a rage platformer. Or can be a rage platformer. Is that another character or some kind of evil counterpart? Well, then again, this seems like a teamwork thingy here. I feel like I should update my Celeste knowledge at some point. Feel free to point out any of my idiocy and things I miss in the comments, by the way, because let's face it, I am gonna miss some stuff here. Well, there they go. And dodge. Nope, never mind.
That was quite excessive, don't you think?
Meanwhile... Well, at least he's not dying from it. I thought he was low on health. I guess not anymore. Or friendly sparring sessions don't consume HP. If you can consider this a friendly sparring session. Oh shit. Using everything. Again, I really like this. You're really getting to see like all the different powers that characters have from their respective franchises. I really like that. And it can really, like, again, with these battle animations as well, it's super cool to see, like, them using all their different abilities against each other. And how well that would play off the other character. What I'm curious to see is how well they can use their abilities together. Like, what kind of combos they could do with their abilities later on once they finally stand on the same side properly. Like, that would really be interesting. But for now... it's against each other. Tragic, very tragic. And the music is a vibe too, obviously. Oh, we get a little bit of 3D help there, I think? If I saw that correctly. Ooh. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of 3D in there every once in a while to make it a little bit easier to animate. Which is totally fair. Because this is peak already. Well, I guess that's a loss for Cuphead.
I don't know, Matt.
He didn't deserve the
It was
win
a
anyway.
split-second decision.
Now we'll never know if they survived. But to be fair, they were chasing me with a knife.
They
I
probably-
don't think they had good intentions.
Even if that killed them, determination, bitch. They can just come back. Again, making Frisk so incredibly powerful. The power to one-shot most opponents even at boss level and the ability to just come back after dying thanks to determination. Like, yeah. They really need to get Frisk on their side somehow, otherwise they're kind of screwed. Or it's gonna be a case of they have to somehow defeat the evil forces while constantly being cautious of avoiding Frisk along the way. That could also be a thing. But feels like if they are gonna get Frisk on their side, it's either gonna be only at the very end, or Frisk is gonna do a little reset maneuver and come back as the pacifist child on level 1. Either one of those. I don't think they're gonna get Frisk's help anytime soon. Or at that power level at least.
Let's not worry about it now and keep moving. We don't want to stay here any longer than we have to. Do you hear that?
What is it?
Ah. And there. Hi.
Arms down, little cup. It's finished.
Again with the 3D.
Put him up. I'm not done yet.
Fighting is
He's gonna
futile in
die.
your current condition.
Kill him.
No. You're right. I'm done for. Before you take me down.
He's
Tell
not-
other Kettle and Muggsy it was me who broke the picket fence.
Sure. But you know he's not gonna kill you. Well, he doesn't. But obviously he's not gonna kill him.
Hey, what?
But it wouldn't have happened if my brother handed over the stupid yo-yo. It was all, oh, Cuphead, you've been using it for hours. It's my turn. And I'm like, what?
Amazing facial impression of your brother there. I don't know how you do it.
Well, you used it. Well, I can't think of one right now, but you definitely used it. And I... Hey,
And there you go.
what gives?
If I were to kill you, I would have done it now, my friend.
But you look pretty hit up yourself, Chief.
This Elder Kettle and Muggsy.
Mugsy.
Me?
Oh, no, don't mind me.
Yeah, Mugsy, that is his name.
You seem to embolden mighty strength for who you would consider as family. My wounds still carry, but your life depends on remaining stronger. For Elder Kettle and Muggsy. Okay, what is this? What brings you merry and jolly?
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, no, we're just moving on.
So where'd you get moves like that anyway? Bringing it in with a right hook out of nowhere like
I mean, he
Papa
has
Howie.
been on a few adventures
Young
himself.
Cup. A knight never gives away his secrets.
Anyway.
But you gotta anyway,
All
right?
right, here's my secret. I've been training with ancient sorcery
Amazing.
for many a time from young, and it all comes from this shovel.
Jimmy Jam Jones, that shovel's really something.
I had not been alone in training either. Many of my compadres trained alongside our stead,
Yeah.
preparing for a future to protect our people and
Is he gonna at all acknowledge the fact that he left Shield Knight to potentially perish? Is he gonna talk about that? Is that gonna be like his character motivation for defeating these foes? Like, or is he just not gonna talk about it because he doesn't want to open up about it yet?
save the distressed.
What a weird use of shovels. Back where I came from, we used those to pick up vegetables, dig holes, and bury the deceased.
Shall we move forward?
That's
I
still
need to
what they
find
do.
safety.
Is that awkward or something? I hope it wasn't too
I'm
awkward.
sure you must be missing your family, Elder Kettle and Muggsy. Great
Alright, now stop laughing about it.
Ye jester of yonder, I will smite you down.
So is that thing like the A boss? Like the boss? A boss? Or just a higher level minion? I don't know. I do not know. But at the very least it seems to command these little ones. Oh, well there's Frisk. Now we're gonna get to see Frisk's power, I guess. One shot. Do it. 38 million! That is a lot. And it's level 19 Frisk. Okay, we got it confirmed. So it's before Sans dies. So it's not yet full power Frisk. Also unlimited energy, by the way. So this thing is definitely powerful. Unlimited energy, I don't know. I feel like even Frisk might not do that well with against unlimited power. Also that one... Can someone translate that binary in the comments down below for me? Tell me what that says. I'm not gonna go for a binary translator right now, plus it's a little bit hard to make out. Well, these little ones are definitely gonna die instantly. Yeah, instant death. I knew it. Okay, wait. Let me go back there a little bit. That looked important. Let's see if I can catch that. That little flash of a single frame there. Trying to catch it. Any second now. Ah, okay, that's Sans, I think, right? That silhouette in the last corridor. Oh shit. Again, that thing is powerful with unlimited energy and everything. And now everything's falling apart, huh? Oh, you getting saved? Barely. Well then. And that tiny bow, a very polite knight. Well, at least Frisk is struggling a little bit against this thing. Oh, maybe a little bit more now. Time for determination. Yeah, Frisk gone die, but it refused, right? So that was a bit much then.
Recall command for all drones. Repeat. All drones return to position immediately. Oh no.
Oh? They're all dead. Oh, and you're... Huh. Interesting, it changed color too. I wonder why. So maybe that took more out of you than you expected, but you had unlimited energy, so...
Excuse me? We're not hostile. We're just looking for a way out of this place.
Your energy very low. Do not engage in unnecessary combat. Backup energy. From infinite energy to very low after a single fight against Frisk. How did that happen? Damn. Restoration of power is a priority and should be executed with efficiency and precision. Huh.
You can help us out?
My powers are very limited in this current state. If you wish to get out of here, you need...
Watch out!
And there's Frisk. Yeah, you can't kill determination. Too determined for you. But you can send Frisk away, I guess. I guess that's the only thing you can do there. Energy critically low. Tip, pray for mercy. Yeah, that ain't good.
Are you alright?
Oh. Ah, and that's the cutoff. So, okay. Now this is gonna be... Oh, this is gonna be interesting. How are they gonna... Now the question is this entity gonna try to... get its two little quote-unquote friends to help protect it from Shovel Knight and Cuphead? Because Shovel Knight and Cuphead definitely know these things are evil. Our other two friends don't know that. So this might be a misunderstanding here where they fight against each other at the beginning of the next episode. When/if that releases. Which I am hoping it will at some point. But... I also hope that it won't be rushed at all. Now let's see the credits here. Now as for Frisk... Frisk was sent away, I guess, through a portal. Because Frisk currently is just too powerful. Again, determination literally refuses to die constantly. So, yeah, there's not much you can do. And the power of that is a bit much. And yeah, Moro being absolutely amazing. All these other people too. Absolutely amazing all the way through. I'm really looking forward to what else the series would have in store going forward. Maybe we're not gonna be seeing Frisk for a while then, if Frisk just got sent away. Maybe next time they'll introduce another indie franchise again, but Undertale will be taking a bit of a back seat. Is what I'm imagining here. Ah, the core theme too. Again, the music amazing, animations are nice. I really like the voice acting too, really well voice acted. I'm really curious to see more character interactions, of course combat too. But also I want to see how these characters interact, like come on. Also let them team up. Please give them some team attacks, where they use all their different abilities in unison with each other to really bounce off each other even better than in combat against each other. Very well then. Are we gonna have like after credits? There's still like 20 seconds left. Oh, we are. What is that? Oh! Dead Cells, I think, right? I might be wrong. Because that's another game I don't know too much about, but I think that might be Dead Cells. Interesting. So I guess that's gonna be someone we meet in the next episode. Honestly, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Really makes me look forward to what else this is gonna have in store. Also makes me look forward to the Indie Cross FNF mod getting updated. Like, honestly, crossovers are... if they're executed well, they are absolutely glorious because you just get to see all these interactions that you could only imagine in your head normally. And it's really interesting seeing these characters from so very different worlds, like, interact and bounce off each other, and seeing their personalities bounce off each other as well with what they, like, their knowledge and what they assume, like, because their reality of origin is very different in a lot of ways from each other. So, you have characters who have sometimes slightly different sets of, like, logic and everything, being confronted with, well, again, other realities. It goes into that whole multiverse thing, but on a grander scale than a lot of stories tell, because a lot of times multiverse stuff is like, yeah, big old crossover with a lot of the same character. Now this is the kind of stuff where you get characters that are very different. Again, because different franchises. Duh. I don't know what else to think about here. I still don't know if that entity is the actual boss, or if it's just like a boss, like some kind of general in the army. I assume it's not the end boss, because otherwise it's gonna be a case of like, damn, we could have ended this entire thing right here at this very moment if there wasn't this little conflict that's probably gonna happen in the next episode. And that would suck. If it's just like some kind of general, and after that little conflict they have, they do actually kill whatever it is, then that's fine by me. In any event, I hope you enjoyed what little I had to say about this. I definitely need to think about what I saw a little bit more before I do any like real crazy theories, other than what I said about the importance of Frisk on our side and how that could happen. But yeah, I'll leave it here for the time being. So if there's anything you feel like I missed, or any theories you might have as to how the series is gonna progress, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Again, I am very late to the party, so I assume a lot of you had a lot of time to think about what you saw and come up with some ideas and theories. So again, please share your infinite wisdom with me down below. In any event, that's it from my end. I will do more reactions. Also, if this series continues, obviously I will do reactions to this as well. Also to other series. And I also do a bunch of gameplay stuff. If you're interested in that, you can check out my Twitch. But I also upload the VODs here. In any event, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you around. Have a good one. Bye bye.